Okay. We are going to talk about geometric means and then to use the geometric mean to find missing links in similar triangles today. We might take 2 days on it, we might take 1. We're just going to see how we do today. So,
probably the 2.
Yay.
you guys will
Maybe
decide.
3.
We should take 4.
Oh, I thought we were doing another
We should have school that Thursday and like take another day. I'm
Okay,
just kidding.
so we have means and extremes. So, what is happening in the middle called? Do you guys remember from chapter 7?
Fraction.
No. Equation. No.
Inequality.
No.
Ooh,
Ratio.
those are 2
Subdividing.
ratios,
We're definitely
but when you
taking
set them
2 days.
equal to each other, it's called a proportion.
Darn.
Thank you. Oh, you said that, Sarah?
Yep.
Thank you too.
Good job.
Is it a geometric mean?
Okay, and the way you remember which ones are the means are in the middle. So you would say A over B is equal to C over D. You see how these guys are set in the middle?
Oh, I see.
Middle, means. Okay. And then when finding the geometric mean is when your means are the same. So really you're just kind of finding like the average between these 2 lengths. That's
So
what we're doing.
So when it says find the geometric mean of 5 and 45, it's like, yeah.
Not quite. We'll see how it looks. Okay. So it says find the geometric mean. So let's write it as a proportion. So I'm gonna write. Nope.
Oh, incorrect.
5 over x is equal to x over 45. Because I want my means, these guys right here, to be the same. Now how do we solve that?
Cross multiply.
Cross multiply.
X squared equals.
That's some big numbers.
Yeah.
That's quite the number.
225.
22225.
22225. And then how do you undo something squared?
You find the square root.
Distance formula.
No, not quite.
No, not today.
15.
15. Good job.
Good point.
I did it, Miss Bundy.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of myself also.
I'm also proud of you, Glenn.
Oh, I like strong.
Okay, let's try 12 and 15.
Actually,
You said that's over.
12 over x equals x over 15, more like not.
And these could be interchanged, guys. It really doesn't matter. As long as your x's are diagonal from each other, so you're multiplying them together, that's all that matters. Okay?
Wait, but so our x's don't have to be mean, our x's can be extreme.
If you wanted to, they really could be extremes.
Yes!
Okay? What is 12 times 20 or 15?
That would be about
20,
180.
Okay, and then with this chapter, they want us to simplify in radical terms.
What's that?
So, do you guys see how this was a whole number when you took the square root of 225? It was a whole number. Try this one. What's the square root of 180?
13.416.
Not a whole number.
Wait, so it's not radical?
So,
not possible.
So
we
just
have
write
to
square
break
root.
this down.
9. Oh my gosh, doing that square root
Yeah, I
stuff.
know. So you have to think, what perfect square evenly goes into 180? And now it's really
13.
nice, folks. Look what I have over here. I have a whole list of perfect squares.
Oh, I can't see it.
It's 13.
I also
So you have to figure out which one of these numbers evenly goes into 180. So it's just guess and check. Start with, I would start with big numbers. So 180, so I would start with like
13.
81. What's 180 divided by 81? Is it a whole number? I don't know.
No.
Okay, now try 64.
No.
Try
No.
trying.
I can just tell. No.
No. Okay, try 49.
No.
36.
Try 36.
Yes.
What do we get?
Yeah.
I'm on Slate Fossil.
So we have to break this down into perfect squares. So those are my list of perfect squares.
So we're gonna do like 2 square. So is it like this, like the thing you learned in algebra, where it's like 2 square root 5?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean learned in
How many times does 36 go into 180? 5.
5.
Okay, what's the square root of 36?
6.
So our answer is 6 root 5.
Oh. 6 root 5.
Wait, but why would it be 36? Because we gotta take 180 divided by 36?
Yep.
Oh.
So it's literally just guess and check. There's no rhyme or reason. You just gotta figure it out or have
That's a
numbers.
song, actually.
Wait,
We'll
guess
practice
what's a song?
more. Okay. It says write a similarity statements for the 3 triangles. Do you guys see the 3 triangles?
Yes.
I do see them.
Okay, so you're consistent with what I have.
Yes.
I'm going to give you the first one, then you have to match the order, okay?
What's a similarity statement?
Blank, blank, blank is similar to triangle blank, blank, blank.
That's pretty cool.
So you guys write the next 2. What would match that order?
Oh, I got it.
So you're doing it for the big triangle and the triangle on the right. See if you can match that order.
That was cute. I enjoyed that.
That's pretty weird.
Just think. Let everyone think. This is hard.
I can't.
This lesson is hard.
It's very difficult. I heard Will got stumped out of his.
Yeah.
Boys, stop talking.
I actually have a funny story.
Quiet, Carter. For real, it's not fair. Just stop and think. It's not fair.
You're just gonna take that.
No, do the next one. That one's done. Oh. Okay, so today's big idea is all about matching. So what I started with here, guys, H on this blue triangle is my right angle. Do you guys agree?
I agree.
And then I went
I do agree.
HE. So do you see on this blue triangle I have a hypotenuse,
Yes.
a short side, and a long side?
Yes.
So my little formula, I went short. So I'm going to put short.
Sure.
And then I went to EF, which is what side?
Oh.
Hypotenuse. And then it was my long side. Okay, so that's like my little code so I can keep it all straight. So now on my red triangle, what's my right angle? What letter?
H.
H. So that's my first letter. Okay, now I want my short side. So is that going to be HG or HF?
H.
F. And then I just end with G. Does that kind of help? What's your question, Carter?
Never mind, I got it.
Okay. Now on my green triangle, which one's my right angle? F.
Shoot.
And now what's my short leg? EF or FG? EF. Does that kind of help?
Sort of.
Sort of.
So
This
the
is
order-
weird.
So the order is supposed to go short, height, long.
You could go whatever order you want. That's the order I picked.
Oh.
But I think it's easiest if you start with your right angle and then go from there.
Okay.
I too agree.
Okay. So now we're going to combine this with the geometric mean.
Oh.
So it says solve for the variable.
Why?
Okay.
I found it.
So step 1 is you have to identify what the variable is on both your triangles.
Why?
So it'll help you.
No, we're saying why.
Oh, why? Good.
No,
That's
but
good.
we gotta say it's the short leg and it's also the long leg.
So on this blue triangle, what is it? Short, long, or hypotenuse?
Long.
Long. So will you guys write long right here? Over. And then on this red triangle, is it my short or my long?
Short.
Short. Okay, now that's your key, guys. That's going to help you write your proportion.
So 12 over 4.
So now if I come back to my blue, what's my long leg on my blue?
Why?
Y.
Y
What's my
over
short leg on my
4.
blue triangle?
4.
4 is
equals
equal to, now what's my
Wow.
long leg?
12 over Y.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we're doing the same
Hurts my
thing.
head.
This is, I'll be honest guys, it's tough.
When's this
Difficult.
I don't know why you guys keep chiming in. This is always not necessary. So a way to check to see if you're doing it right, you'll either get the variable, the same variable times itself, or the same number like 4 and 4. Okay, that's a good way to check. So now we're just going to solve this like we were doing before. Y times Y is Y squared. What's 4 times 12? 48.
It is divisible by 16.
Yeah, now we have to simplify it like that. So what perfect square goes into 48?
16.
How many times?
3.
What's the square root of 16? 4. So 4 root 3.
Oh,
Like, sort of get it? No, totally lost.
Mucho
I
all.
feel like I'm in between getting it and
Totally
somewhat
lost.
better.
Okay. Let's try another one. Just gonna practice all day. Because now they get complicated because how many variables do I have to solve for?
This is crazy.
3.
that's actually insane.
It is insane. The easiest one to always solve for, guys, is the one that cuts through. So let's start by finding E. So I'm finding E right away.
Oh, it's gonna take a while.
So I'm gonna go like this so I can see my 2 different triangles.
So it's long over short again.
So on the blue, it's my long side. And then on the red, it's the short work Glen. Now we can set it up. So if we work with the blue triangle, what's my long side on the blue triangle?
E.
E over, what's your short? 6 is equal to, what's your long side on the red?
24.
24.
Over E.
And a good way to check E times E. We're looking okay.
Oh, it's an easy.
What's 6 times 24?
144.
144.
144. So it's 12.
Yeah.
Wait, and then we have to do that for the other variables now?
Or can we just do that?
Today, you have to use this today. You
Um,
can't use Pythagorean theorem, so I want you to practice this. I know. So let's label that 12. Okay, which one do you want to find next? C or D?
D.
D? So now we're looking for D. So D on the blue triangle is what side? Hypotenuse.
What do we match hypotenuse with? Oh, short.
And what is it on the big triangle?
Short.
Short. You guys see that?
I do indeed.
It's your short side.
Wait, what?
Because on a real
Oh, I
big
see,
triangle,
I see
it's
that.
the shortest
Yeah.
thing, or shortest side.
Wait, how is the shortest?
What? On the real big triangle.
On this big one?
Here, move over here. Like, see this real big, thick boy?
Yeah, KJ would be the smallest.
No, this is the small. On your huge one.
Yeah,
That's your smallest side.
yeah.
Which
It
is
would be the
D.
smallest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is D.
No,
Our
so
very
we have to
big
put it
side.
over the shortest side.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see.
Okay, so let's write our proportion. If we start with the blue, what's our hypotenuse? On the blue triangle, D. And what's our short side on the blue triangle? 6, yep. And then what's our hypotenuse on the big triangle?
C.
The big one.
No, 24. 30. Yep.
Oh.
30.
What?
Right, because
Well,
what's
you got
6 plus 24?
6.
30.
It's gonna be a long.
Are we comparing like the variable on one triangle to the biggest triangle?
Exactly. You see it? Okay.
Oh, we already did this.
What's
one.
30 times 6?
20.
So we got 6.
16.
Square root of 5.
Yeah.
Because we already did that one, right?
Yeah.
So 6 square root 5. Alright.
Now it's
C. Okay, so now on C, we're comparing the red triangle and the big one. So on the red triangle, what is C?
hypotenuse.
No.
Yes.
Yep, because here's your right angle.
Wait, on a real big one?
Nope, on the red one.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so do we always use the big one or what?
Yep. Well, you'll have to at some point.
Because how do you know which one was first? Or does it not?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay, and then on the big triangle, what is C?
Long.
Long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then it's like C 24 and then 30 C.
C over 24 is equal to. Now on hypotenuse, what's my hypotenuse of my big,
Of your real big one?
Of the
it's
big one.
30.
30.
Oh, I see.
Then it's the,
Yeah. I see.
oh, this is going to be a little bit late.
That was a quite good number.
What's 24 times
720.
720? Okay, 36? How many times? 36 times the square root of 20. Okay, what's the square root of 36? 6, but I can break down 20.
4 and 5.
4 and 5. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2.
So would it be 8 squared
So
5?
6 times 2 is 12.
So 6 times 2 is 12, so 12 root 5. Oh boy.
Wow.
We are stretching our minds today.
Do we do anything with those, or is that?
That's it.
This Monday, I am dying.
I know, this is tough.
No, like, because I'm sick.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna do one more.
I'm dying because of the math.
Is this illegal?
Carter, you're illegal.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay, what variable do you guys want to start with? X?
I'm feeling 12.
Today
I
on our
like
math
variable
homework, we just
12.
used Pythagorean theorem.
No Pythagorean theorem until I tell you you can. You can use Pythagorean theorem to check to see if you're right.
Oh.
Oh, stop that.
Third grade senior baby.
Okay, so to find X, we have to use the blue and the red triangle.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why would we
X.
use the
Because
blue
it makes
one?
the big triangle.
Because it makes the big triangle. Thank you.
But you
Cal.
said red and the blue, didn't you?
Yep, so you have to use those two.
Well, why would we use the blue one to find
Because
X?
they share 12. They share the middle.
Oh, and we can't use the real big one until we find that out.
Yeah, but you can't use the big triangle until we figure out what X is.
I got you.
But let's say we started with Y. Then would we use the big one and the little one? Or
No. Because we don't know what that big.
You have to figure out what X is in that.
You have to figure out X first.
Because
on
you
this
don't
one.
know the long
Why do you-
side of the big one.
Because we don't know our hypotenuse on the real big boy.
And if you chose not to start with X, you would figure out that you were wrong because you get two variables that are different and you would be able to solve it. So either by guessing right with starting with X or just by choosing the wrong variable, you'd figure out that you couldn't solve for it. Okay, so on the red triangle, what is X?
Long leg.
Long. And then 12 would be our what?
Short.
Short. Okay, so that is our code. So this is for X. So we're going to have X over 12 is equal to, what's our long leg on the blue triangle?
12 over 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you see how we still got the same thing times itself even though it's not a variable? It's still a number.
I didn't actually see that.
So 144 equals 9x. What's x?
X equals 16.
Oh wait, where's mine?
Because 9 is our short leg, and you can see from our little code over there, it's long over short. So then you go 12 over 19, or over 9.
Okay.
You don't understand.
No.
It's a rough lesson for a Monday, I know. Now it's our choice, x or y or z.
Let's go Z.
Y. You guys want to try? How about you try find y?
Oh god.
Can you try set up y on your own?
Yes,
Just
we
try.
can. We'll try.
Just try find y.
Yeah.
So my hint, you're using the red triangle and the big one. So figure out what side y is on your red triangle and your big one. And you can stop after there if you want, and then you can do the rest together. Just see if you can write your little code.
I got Y over.
Where's our right angle? Oh wait, never mind. That. Oh, okay. So oh my god.
I can find that, but
Yep, I'm done. Nope.
So you either should have hypotenuse over long or long over hypotenuse, right? One of those two?
Uh-huh. Because 16 is our long. Up there. On the right triangle, 16. We already
I don't
figured
get
that
this.
out. Well, that's because you're shutting out your mental capability.
That's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
for what?
Any successful people of 20?
Yes.
Oh, there's hope. You got some. All right.
What?
Wait, what?
Did awful
Can you try find z?
I typed that in wrong because I got 41 and I was so confused.
Try find z. So you're using the blue triangle and the big triangle.
Ah,
So see what side z is on the blue and what it is on the big one.
So that's going to be a height and short. I have run out of space.
Some variation of hypotenuse in short, or vice versa.
Ah, that's a nice one. It's 225. This Monday, when you multiply, you get 225.
225.
Yeah.
So x equals
15, or Z equals 15. This one needs Z.
Thank you. Okay, we are gonna work on this for 2 days, so let's just not get bent out of shape. It's new, it's gonna be hard. Let's.
Gotta try.
How about let's shoot for?
Oh, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot. We're gonna modify. We're gonna modify.
8 through 22.
Okay, this is our goal. Can you guys try do these?
We will in fact
Try those.
What?
Oh god.
Yeah, tomorrow or maybe I'll change it. I don't know. Just try these guys. We'll start there. And they're not all triangles. Some are just find the geometric mean. Okay. So just start. We'll see how it goes.
Actually, no.